Hello everyone, come in, find your seat nice and quick. We've got a fast lesson here. We've got a really fun lesson though planned for us today, all right? So I think you're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna talk about some tempo in music, okay? We haven't talked about that before, but we're gonna get to it, okay? Before we do that, I just want to review some expectations, make sure that we're sitting in our seat, make sure that we're respectful, listening, okay? We're responsible and we're safe, all right? Sitting in our seats. Okay, so everyone repeat after me. We're just going to dive right in. Now, awesome. That was excellent. Really good clapping, everyone, okay? I like how everyone was clapping. Those were just some rhythms. Some of them were faster, some of them were slower, some of them were medium, okay? But really, what we're talking about today was the speed of those rhythms, okay? The speed of music. Does anyone have a guess what the speed of music might be called? No guesses? That's okay. It's actually called tempo. That's right. Can everyone say tempo with me? Tempo. Yeah, so tempo is the speed of our music. Okay? Now, when we're talking about the speed of music and we're talking about tempo, we can use a little device called a metronome. Okay? Now, a metronome is actually going to give us the exact correct beats per minute, we call it. That's just how many clicks per 60 seconds, right, we're going to get. So if a really slow tempo is what we want, 60 beats per minute, that means every time the clock goes 60 seconds, you're gonna hear 60 beats from our little metronome. That's a really slow tempo. Okay, we actually have fancy Italian words for these tempos. Really slow is called largo. Can you say largo? Largo. Say it really slow. Largo. Good, great job everyone. Let's see if I can find a medium tempo. A medium tempo. Our medium tempo is usually called moderato. Let's say moderato. Moderato. Good, everyone. Good. We're getting that pronunciation. Yeah, moderato. Good. Let's listen to the tempo. So kind of walking pace, like you're walking down the hallway, right? Not too fast, not too slow. Moderato, okay? Now, if we're looking for a really fast tempo, let's see. 190 beats per minute is pretty fast. Let's take a listen. That's a pretty fast walk through the hallway, right? That's not the walk through the hallway that we want, okay? But that's just a really fast tempo. Does anyone know the special word that we have for this? Let's see. Does anyone know? Okay, it's actually called presto. Can you all say presto? Presto. Nice. And presto means what, everyone? Fast. Correct. Can anyone answer? Let's all answer. Let's see. What's a slow tempo? What's our special word? Largo. Right. And like I said it, nice and slow. Largo. Right? And then we have presto for fast. Okay, but what's that middle one? I wonder, what was our middle term, everyone? Oh, you got it. Moderato. Exactly right. Yep, exactly right. Okay, good job. All right. Now, I'm going to clap a rhythm for you, and we're going to see what happens to the tempo, okay? So everyone clap this rhythm for me. Good. Keep clapping. I'm going to find the tempo for our little rhythm here. Okay, let's keep clapping with the metronome. Good. Now let's try to do it a little bit faster. Oh, getting a little tougher, huh? Yep. Keep clapping. Keep it up. This is our moderato, right? That tempo that we were at before was called largo. Yep. Let's go presto. Everyone keep clapping. Yep, keep clapping. Yep, keep clapping. Keep trying. Yep. Here we go. Woo, so fast, all right? So now we see what happens to rhythms and what happens to music as we get faster or slower, or we stay right in that little middle area, okay? So remember, okay, we did a little bit of clapping to kind of show us what each tempo was And you remember we had some Italian words. Does anyone remember those Italian words we talked about today? Let's see. Yes, that's right. We only have a minute left. Yep, you're right. Okay, so, yep, largo. Largo meant slow. Does anyone remember the Italian term for fast? Presto. Yeah, you got it. Good job. What about that middle term? Does anyone remember that middle term? Middle tempo, moderato. Yeah, it's kind of a tongue twister, right? Moderato. All right? Yeah, but just let that sink in, all right? Think about that before next class. All right? Remember, we went through different tempos, okay? We talked about the different kinds of tempos and how we use them. All right, I hope we had fun today. That's right, it's time for the end of class. It's time for us to go. All right, we'll play a song for us on the way out, but let's make sure that we're being nice and respectful, responsible, and what's the third? That's right, safe as we're heading through the hallways and into our next class, okay? Thank you, everyone, for being really good listeners and really good participating, okay? Good job with the clapping. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Thanks.